George Weah. What did I say that? I like Juventus. I like Inter Milan. As I said many times, the 2010 Inter Milan team is perhaps the greatest club side within a season I've ever seen. And I always say, I'll put that 2010 Inter Milan side against anybody and they'll beat them. I've even liked Roma, especially for their kids. But one club is closest to my heart, and that's because of George Weah. As a young boy, growing up in the 90s, living in Nigeria, seeing an African player do what Weah did and winning the Ballon d'Or was huge. It was massive. For a young Nigerian boy, seeing that a fellow guy from the continent reaching the very zenith of world football, it was massive. And because of that, that's why I fell in love with AC Milan, because of George Weah. Again, a guy who I think 100% was one of the best strikers of his generation, and I will argue he is easily top 7, top 8 best strikers of all time. And there was a time when AC Milan were big, massive. Like, you go to AC Milan and these guys are the dons. I mean, these are guys who, look, Juventus, man, a lot of respect for them, but Milan in Europe have ridden. They really should have won it twice in a row, 05 and no, in a row. But they should have won it a lot. They should have won it, and Chelsea should have had one more extra Champions League. 05, they got robbed. So it's been dormant. It's been dark. It's been disgraceful. They've embarrassed what George Weah and all those boys before have done. Seedorf, Van Basten, Kaka, Gattuso, Ambrosini, Costa Curta, Maldini, all those boys. Abbiati, yes, even him. But they're re-upping. I'm liking what is happening. New Chinese boys coming in, buying some cash. And we're getting there. Ricardo Rodriguez, Frank Kessie, Fabio Borini, Andre Silva. I like this kid. Martin Musacchio and Çalhanoğlu. All together, with the players already there, and maybe there could be more to come. I mean, again, for me, I just think that another really good quality central midfielder, maybe get an attacking winger up in there, another defender, Milan can go for the title. Milan can go for those boys coming in, 100%, the key aim has to be top 3. Champions League qualification, top 3 has to be the minimum. That has to be the 100%. The minimum aim is top 3. But again, this is promising. This is promising because Milan were good last season and they actually overachieved. They did a lot better than I thought they would, but they didn't have the personnel. And unless you've got a flipping magician like an Alex Ferguson, you need personnel, you need the talent, you need the right kinds of players. And Milan having the right kinds of players, because you're looking at a potential Andre Silva and Carlos Bacca strike partnership, how Çalhanoğlu will fit in. This Frank Kessie, what can he bring into the midfield? Rodriguez, quality player from Wolfsburg. I mean, it's promising. It is very promising. So we're waiting and we see, because who knows? I don't think Milan are done yet. I don't think they're done yet, because we still got a long way to go. Still got a long way to go before the season is, before the transfer window is done. But as of right now, man, Milan are getting there, and I think football. The footballing world has been missing Milan, has been missing AC Milan, and if the football world is not complete until AC Milan are there, I'm sorry, I don't care about Real Madrid or Barcelona. They're irrelevant to me. That red and black kit from back in the George Weah days has formed a very important part of football, and the Champions League is not complete until AC Milan are up in there. Slow baby steps, but they're getting there. It's looking promising. Let's wait and see what happens.